I walked in the cell after getting off work, and my new celly, I got a new celly was gone, and he's sitting in the back, was standing in the back with his hands up, ready to fight.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Sometimes you get these people who get transferred or get sent to prison. It's always on Tuesday or Thursday. So while I was at work, food service, people come in, and a couple guys I knew, friends of mine, fucking idiots, they tell, I get a new celly, and they go up there and they introduce themselves, and they tell him, as a joke, hey, your celly been down a long time. He's a booty bandit, man. He might come for that. He might think you look real good. And so they're just having fun teasing this guy, which they should have never done. Regardless, it could have caused the guy to check in or anything. But it didn't cause him to check in. I come home back from work, walk in the cell, and he's standing in the back of the cell, kind of jumping. Guy couldn't weigh 140, 150 pounds soaking wet. That's kind of like I was when I first got to prison. So you got to respect the guy, man. He's ready to fight, but I'm not knowing what's happening. I've never seen this guy before. I don't know why he has his hands up. I said, what are you doing, dude? He goes, I'm not going to be anybody's prison wife. I said, I never said you were. I heard about you. I said, you heard about me. What did you hear about me? A couple guys came over and told me you've been down a long time and you like booty. What? What? Who told you that? Point him out. He goes, back up so I can come out and show you. So I stepped way back out of the cell so he could come out, and he's watching me the whole time. Hey man, gotta give the guy his props. He's ready to go. I cannot take that away from him. All respect to him for that. And he points over there, he goes, those two over there, and they's over there laughing. I said, hey, one of them's a member of an organization. He's actually one of the founders, but I said, hey man, come here. So they're coming over there laughing. He goes, what do they think so funny? I said, they just bullshitting you, dude. They're just telling you a bunch of bullshit. So they come over there and they tell me, man, we just playing, man. He goes, man, I don't play like that. Don't play with me like that. Yeah, I'm new to prison, man. You could have got me and him in a fight, and they're still laughing, and but they apologize and says, sorry about that, man. We just having a little bit of fun, man. That's all there is to it. Harvey's not like that. You got a good celly. Nothing's gonna happen to you. So we go over in the cell, and he's mumbling a bunch of bullshit, man. This shit ain't funny. It's not a joke. And I said, you know what? I agree with you 100%. When I came to prison, brand new, like you, I weighed about the same as you, skinny and everything. I wouldn't have wanted to hear that jokes like that, I said, he goes, yeah, bad enough walking around here butt puckered up, I said, what? And he goes, yeah, he goes, I said, dude, you're gonna be all right here. And he goes, you don't know that? He's kind of got a point there. You never know what's going to happen in prison, even to people who's been there a long, long time and know how to do time and everything. You know, anything can happen anytime. So he's kind of right about that. But I was trying to calm him down, you know, because he was nervous. You could just see he was nervous, you know, he, tapping one foot and, you know, kind of shaking like, and so it wasn't funny to me, you know. I went through that, you know. I was 2 times I was scared was when I went to prison and when I got out of prison. But he ended up getting, you know, they hire you in food service. You got to do 90 days in food service, and he used to come back. You know, first few times he went, he was all nervous and he's glad to get out of the kitchen because he's around a bunch of people and he didn't like that. But he got into the groove. He started bringing back onions and tomatoes and all kinds of stuff, you know, and he ended up doing real good. So I just wanted to tell you that story because it's funny now, but it wasn't funny at the time. You know, I can look back on it and I can laugh and say, man, that was wrong what they did to that kid. They literally had him scared. But he was ready to fight. And that's what it's all about, people, man. You know, it's not going into prison and acting tough and being tough. It's fighting when you have to. Not just fighting at the drop of a hat or anything like that, or going after the biggest guy in prison. That's a myth. So he did what he was supposed to. He was ready to fight, you know. He's ready to nip that in the bud off the top. So that's all I got for you. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.